Bitch, you think we playing on Stu TV, motherfucker?
See, you know, the hate that Bill Haney receives as a father, or being a black father and helping your son promote his own or have his own boxing promotion, it's just crazy to me just the way that, like, they do so much hating on Bill Haney and Devin Haney. And I really just think it's based upon, you know, these people, they don't like to show that image of a black father. They definitely don't like to show no image of a black father who's being independent, teaching his son how to be his own boss and make his own money. Instead of, how they always want us to do is acquiesce to them people, and always basically be slaves, to a system, And I think that's where a lot of the hate, for Bill Haney comes from. It's just him being a black father. They don't like to see black fathers, teaching their sons to be bosses. They like them same old guys that take them same old slave deals, like when Floyd Mayweather said about when he had to deal with HBO when he was dealing with Top Rank Boxing, and he said about that's a slave deal. Then he bought himself out of the deal with Top Rank, and what he do in 3 fights he made $750 million. He would have never made that money being with Top Rank, so Bill Haney already has the knowledge, and he want his son come in as a boss and be a boss, so he can maximize his potential, maximize his profit, because at the end of the day, it seems like when you're a black fighter, they don't want you to make no money. They want you to just fight and leave the sport, without your faculties and definitely without any type of money. And it's sad, but it seems like that's always the narrative for us, Don't nobody never want to see us, eat. As soon as we eat and everybody got a problem, they got to find some flaw in us or some type of, I don't know, just some lame excuse, to hate on us or to say something negative about us, Even like with the Lomachenko fight, he won by unanimous decision on all 3 cards from the judges. Now you talking about Bill Haney don't want to give Lomachenko a rematch. First of all, it's Devin Haney Promotions. If Devin Haney want to give him a rematch, it ain't got nothing to do with what Bill say. Devin Haney's the boss. But you want to place it on Bill Haney because the fact of you just don't like a strong black father being in the picture, You're not used to seeing it, and definitely not in business or anything of that nature, so it bothers people. But if it was Lomachenko and Lomachenko won on a unanimous decision on all 3 cards, would nobody be asking for no rematch? Who have you seen win a unanimous decision and somebody talking about it need to be a rematch? But back to my original thing about Bill Haney, it's just crazy, man. It's like he catches all this flack, and he did everything right, man. Not to say Devin Haney doesn't have a mother, because he does, but, Bill has been the most prominent figure people have seen, in Devin Haney's life. Not saying that his mom's not a figure in his life, but just Bill Haney being there, every step of the way, It seems like he's wearing a lot of hats for his son, but the main hat is being a black father, and that's where the stigma comes. Don't nobody like, black fathers, because we always got some type of knock on us about, being a black father. Like, ain't none of us around or none of us, have been in our children's lives. And Bill Haney's a prime example of that, especially because they get millions. That really burns people up, seeing that Devin have his own promotional company, and his daddy's there every step of the way, not letting nobody take advantage of him, helping to guide his son, even though Devin's a grown man because he's past 21, his father's still there guiding him. But it's like every other father in boxing, Canelo's dad, Ryan Garcia's dad, Lomachenko's father. You never hear anybody say anything about them, and they visible. They may not talk as much as Bill Haney, but what's wrong with Bill Haney talking for his son? Maybe he's his son's publicist. Like, why do we always have to hire other people to do the work for us? But then when we capable of doing the work, we're capable of doing anything and everything ourselves. But it just seems like it's a stigma on it. But you know what that plays into, the racism. That's the main thing about it. They just can't stand the fact that it's a black father around. You can't put that narrative out there, oh, he don't have a father. And then when he does have a father, now his father's too in the way. or his father doesn't know anything, you know. And the crazy part about it is, I've been noticing lately, it's a lot of our own people that, you know, do this with Bill, you know. And it's just funny, man. It's just funny how we just, and I know it's by design, but we seem like to be the biggest haters of our people. And it's by design, you know. It's that Willie Lynch, you know. It's that Willie Lynch. It's that slave mentality, you know. Or just, you know, for some reason, it's like just to see some black person and proper person receiving what they deserve just rubs everybody the wrong way. But, you know, that's been put into society and everybody's mind. You know, that's why it's just sad, like how they just come after Bill all the time and always got something negative to say about him. And it be our people, you know. But unfortunately, a lot of our people, you know what I'm saying, don't have fathers, you know. And we've been taught to have this stigma towards black fathers and, you know, and look at them a certain way and always have a negative connotation to put on them. And it's ridiculous. But I really salute Bill Haney and I really respect Bill Haney. And I think a lot of brothers should, just for the simple fact of him being in his son's life and doing what he needs to do to guide his son, you know, he should be one of the most likable characters in boxing. You know, it's not like he's walking around disrespecting people or doing anything crazy. He's a proper person, you know, helping his son. And it just, I don't know, it just really showed after this Lomachenko fight, just, you know, the vitriol and just the hate and negative, just nonsensical stuff that's just said, you know. It's like, where does all this come from? Like, but like I said, once again, you know, it comes from, you know, that racism, you know, and just always trying to put a stigma on a black father, you know, instead of giving him his props and really respecting the fact, you know, that he's in his son's life and and they doing big things. They cashing out, you know what I'm saying? They making decisions. They co-promoters, you know what I'm saying? They trying to split the check. We ain't trying to receive no check. We trying to split the check because we doing the lion's share of the work, you know what I'm saying? These promoters don't be promoting nothing. 9 times out of 10, the fighter got to promote himself, but then only receives a fighter pay instead of promotional pay. You know what I'm saying? The pay that a promoter receives. And I really respect Bill Haney, you know. I just really respect him as a father. And I just dislike the fact that, you know, the hate he receives, you know, from people, you know, all the time. And it's like you could just see it on them. They don't like the fact, even the Lomachenko fight, you know, I keep going back to that because that's just one of the biggest displays of people really getting to see Bill Haney. And it's just like he's dressed fresh, you know what I'm saying? He's just a good guy. And it's just like they can't stand that because it just breaks the stigma of what they feel, you know what I'm saying, or what they portray black fathers to be, you know. And it's just it's just unbelievable, man. You know, you can just look at the way they look at him, you know what I'm saying. They look at him, you know what I'm saying, with disdain, you know. Mad he's getting money with his son. Mad they fresh, you know what I'm saying. Mad they riding foreigns, you know what I'm saying. Cashing out nice jewels on and everything. And what's wrong with that? That's the American dream. We all aspire to that. It's what America was built on. But it seems when it comes to our people, everybody got a problem with it. Even our own people got a problem with it. Like, we don't deserve to have money, or we don't deserve to be bosses, or we don't deserve to own our own businesses as black people. And the narrative just, you know, it just makes me sick, man, you know, because Bill don't deserve that. You know what I'm saying? Bill should be celebrated. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these channels, they should just run a story. A lot of these, you know, black YouTube channels and bloggers, they don't do no story on Bill and try to uplift Bill and talk about what hell of a father he is to Devin and stuff. It's just always something negative. Like I was watching the Sean Porter podcast and Ant. I like Ant, but Ant comes off as a hater. Like, what's your hate towards Bill Haney? Oh, you know what, Bill, I noticed, you know, during the Lomachenko fight, Bill, you know, he really didn't know what to tell Devin in the corner. How do you know? Well, you wasn't even in the corner. And from the broadcast, you can't hear everything that's said in the corner. And, like, what do you know about boxing? Because, what, you hang with Sean Porter? That means you know boxing? Or you've been to a couple boxing matches? That means you know boxing? You don't know no more about boxing than Bill do. Bill spend more time being around boxing and watching boxing than you do. You got a regular job. So how do How do you say something negative about Bill and what Bill's doing with his son? So far, his son's undefeated. So obviously Bill knows something. But once again, that's the hate, you know? That's the hate that comes from our people. And I would think, he didn't necessarily say nothing negative about Bill, but you would think Sean Porter having a father, a strong black father in his life, that's raised him, guided him through boxing, he would have kind of checked and been like, hold on, Aunt, you know what I'm saying? Don't do Bill like that. So far, Bill been doing his thing. Not to say Sean Porter has said anything negative about Bill or anything. I'm just saying, if you got this cat on your podcast and hearing him spew this old hate and rhetoric, why don't you check him? And let him know, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, bro, you know what I'm saying? Bill doing his thing, man. Bill good dude, you know? Bill don't bother nobody. Bill pumping his son up and building his son up. How is he wrong in that way? You know what I'm saying? How does that make Bill a bad guy? But once again, it's always these stereotypes, you know what I'm saying? It's always this negative, you know what I'm saying, cloud and hate over black fathers, man. It just got to be put to rest. That's why I'm making this video, because it's just like, I get tired of it. You know what I'm saying? It's just unwarranted hate towards Bill, man. And from what I know, man, Bill's a good dude, man. He got his son being a millionaire, a boss, independent. How can you not salute that, you know? How can you not? But it's just, the only way around it is Bill's color. And Bill being a strong black father, because what else can you dislike about him, you know? I mean, it's ridiculous, man. But you would think, people would just have more respect and more love for the brother. And it's like, no, we just get to hate all the time. We get all the suckers coming out the woodwork saying something negative, all of that. But then again, like I said before, a lot of us, unfortunately, as black men, we don't have strong father figures in our life. A lot of times, by design, COINTELPRO, racism, black fathers are taken out of our lives. That's one of the most important keys to raising a black man or a black woman, is having a father in your life. But if anybody knows anything about history, there's been a plan to, eradicate all the black fathers out of black children's lives, a strong male influence. But it's okay for everybody else to have it, But that's one of the things, that is sabotage and set back black children, is not having a strong father. Because not to say that the father's more important than the mother, but the father's just as important as the mother, But, due to what's going on and the hate we receive as a people, a lot of fathers aren't there. So a lot of us, we have a sour taste in our mouth about a black father. I was fortunate, I had a father. My father was with me every day till I was 20 years old. My father taught me, he loved me, He really instilled a lot of good qualities in me. That's why I'm a good man and a good person. And a lot of black children, we need that, and Bill's providing that for Devin, and the hate he receives. I don't get it, man. It's crazy. It's like no other race receives that. No other fathers, every other father in anybody else's life is saluted. They salute Lomachenko's father. They always talking about, how he put Lomachenko in ballet classes when he was younger, dance classes, and how he this and how he that and how he this. But when it comes to Bill, it's Bill, Bill's in the way, or Bill don't want Devin to have a rematch with Lomachenko, even though he won on all three cards, he still needs to have a rematch with Lomachenko. You know what I'm saying? It's just too much hate, man. And I just wanted to put out a video, just putting it out there, in that atmosphere, man. Stop all the hate on Bill Haney, man. Bill Haney's a good father. Bill Haney's a good man, He's leading his son. His son's a millionaire. You know what I'm saying? His son ain't been in trouble, ain't been to jail. How is that not saluted, But if it was any other body's father leading him the way of Bill Haney, that man be saluted. He'd be a visionary. He'd be an awesome man to be applauded. But Bill Haney just gets hate, vitriol, and it's just ridiculous, It just really just makes me sick, that just the hate, and all of that. It's ridiculous, man. But I mean, I don't know, man. It just disturbs me anytime that I do watch anything about Devin Haney or Bill. It's just always something negative about Bill somebody got to say. And it's just like, it really irritates me. And that's why I made this video, to kind of debunk, this hate towards Bill. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know Bill personally. Wish I met the man. One day I may get to. But from what I see, and a person who's had a real father in my life, Bill Haney's a great dude, man. Bill Haney should be saluted. A lot of these cats should be talking to Bill Haney. A lot of these black boxers talking to Bill Haney, trying to figure out how'd you get your son in this place? How'd y'all get a promotion company? How y'all doing this? Because it's obvious they eating, but he can't get no props for that. He just gets, negative, negative, just hate all the time, man. It's just really sad, and it's just really ridiculous, and I just had to make a video just to make people aware of, like, all this stigma of black fathers is ridiculous, and we gotta really break this. We really gotta, we really gotta salute guys, man. Salute fathers, especially black fathers, man, because it's hard out here for us. There's so many things out here that try to keep us from being with our children or keep a negative connotation on us. Like, it's just really ridiculous, man. And like, I respect Bill, man. I mean, I got love for Bill, man. Bill out here got his son riding back to back in Maybachs, culling in trucks, and, it's just living that life. Big, nice, beautiful home. Devin got the whole family taken care of off Bill's knowledge, Bill put in the wisdom, and Bill put in the time with his son to make his son a boss and a millionaire, which in turn helped generations of the Haney family. Nobody's in poverty no more, Nobody has to be a product of the system, and get taken advantage of it. That's where the real hate comes for Bill is, that anytime as a black man you put your family in position, or you get your family out of poverty, or get your family out this government system, you get all this dislike because they don't want that being what's the word I'm looking for? They don't want that being praised, and they definitely don't want it repeated. They want to keep that stigma going, about the black father. And, Bill, man, like I said, man, Bill's a good dude, man. Bill's a smart man, to be able to get his son his own promotional company, and to be able to do deals and understand to put the right people in place, and just everything he does is just boss. Bill's a boss. Bill's a brilliant man, good father, man. I just want to salute you, Bill, because you don't get a lot of love out here, being a black father. I'm always going to show love to black fathers, black men, period, because we need it. Y'all my people. I love y'all. So, if anybody going to get my love and support, it's going to be us, and that's probably one of the problems with us. We don't give enough love and support to each other. No matter what, we should always, like everybody else do, every other group supports each other. That's why they up. That's why they got stuff, That's why they own assets. But us, all we do is spend our time fighting, hating, and bickering, with each other, and it's ridiculous. And I'm well aware, I know it's by design and it's systematic, but at some point as people, we have to break these stigmas. We have to wake up as a people, and stop disliking somebody who look like you and work with somebody who looks like you. We all got flaws, but you got to start understanding what is for the greater good. What is it we got to do to help uplift us as a people? Because we're not doing that. All we doing is helping the system tear each other down by the hate, and all the backbiting and all the lame talk, and it's just crazy, It's sad that a lot of brothers in boxing is hating on Bill Haney for these people, and these people just take advantage of you. These people ain't doing nothing for you. Maybe if you rap with Bill Haney, he could probably get you a better deal in boxing, or help you get your promotional company in order, or make yourself a boss. But instead, y'all want to hate on, say something negative about him, when all y'all doing is taking a check from these people. These people don't care about y'all, whether y'all go bankrupt, whether y'all, lose all your faculties in the sport, take punishment. They don't care. They just benefiting off y'all. That's all y'all are to them. It's a product, for them to exploit. But, that's cool. Y'all ain't got no anger towards that. But y'all got anger towards a black man got his son out of poverty and got his son a millionaire and up. Y'all dislike that. It's crazy, man. It's sad, that y'all so brainwashed and controlled that don't bother y'all. That don't bother y'all, that y'all so brainwashed and controlled, Y'all ain't supporting no brothers. Y'all hate on a brother and feel good and sleep good at night. But y'all won't go hate on nobody else though. Y'all won't hate on any other group of people. But y'all hate on your people. You know, it don't. You know, you would think you would have more love for blackness. You know, and your people, and your generations, and just you know our whole culture as a whole. You would think it would be more love, but you know we still sitting around doing a little silly, you know, tearing each other down, crabs in a bucket. But you know crabs ain't in a bucket, but you put anything in a bucket, any animal in a bucket, and they gonna try to tear each other down to get out. You know, I mean, so with that, you know, it's just like we need to do better, man. We need to stop hating, man. Start helping, man. And y'all got to, man, give Bill his props, give Bill his flowers, man. You know, y'all sitting around hating on Bill, man, and it's wrong, man. It's wrong, and somebody need to speak up and say something about it, man, because you know Bill doing for his son, man. You know, so much love, man. Stu TV.